Okay, so this is a follow-up video to the oil missing from the gearbox video that I posted yesterday. After further research, it appears that the factory owner's manual or operator's manual is incorrect on its procedure for checking and filling the gearbox. Hopefully, I'm doing this with a GoPro and a chest mount, so I hope it's coming out okay. Try to readjust the angle of this camera here. Okay, so the fill plug is here, and this is the only thing that the owner's manual points out. There's no delineation between the fill plug and the level plug, which is this guy right here. It has a copper sealing washer on it, and I do see some tool marks on there, so the dealer may have done the recall, the service check on this thing during the initial setup. So the owner's manual and the fact that there's a recall for some of the units is what's making everybody scared. Anyway, so I'm gonna pop this open right now. It is a combination, I don't know if I can get in there close enough to show it, but it's a 9mm bolt with what looks to be about a T25, maybe a T30 Torx inset to it, so it's a combination. Getting to it from the top is pretty much impossible. My crappy little Harbor Freight tool set here. There's no throw. You have no room to work from the top like this. If I can adjust the camera. So from the bottom, there seems to be just enough. Let me get the camera reoriented, sorry. This is hard to do with a chest mount and no hands here. Okay, so you can get it on there from the bottom and just kind of hold it in place and then wiggle your bit around in there to get enough clicks on your ratchet to get just enough throw to break it loose. I had already broken this loose, and now I'm just gonna spin it by hand, and hopefully we're gonna see some dribbles of oil. I'm on a pretty level surface right now. It might have a slight downward tilt to it. I'm seeing oil in the threads, so that's a good first sign here. I'm hoping that when it comes out, it's not just gonna go gushing everywhere, because I don't have a way to get it back in there quickly. And the clearance is not great here. Go slow, go slow. Wow, how long is this bolt? Good Lord. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, so that's at the edge of the threads. No dribble. Ooh, not a extremely good sign, so no, those threads feel like they've got a little bit of goop on them, like what is that? Maybe anti-seize. Whatever it is not it's not thread locker. Yeah, it's grayish, so I'm betting that's anti-seize. Okay, so now the next step, I'm going to pause the video here and see if I can turn this thing around to where if there's a slope of this, I'm headed kind of toward a drain right over there, so there might be a little bit of a downward angle to where oil is going more into the box instead of dribbling out of the box. So I'm going to flip it around the other direction, see what we get. Okay, well, I'm now facing 180 degrees the opposite direction, and I'm even going up a slight incline here for my garage entrance, and still no dribbles, so I don't think there's sufficient oil in this gearbox. So, per the factory manual, it says to fill it until it starts to dribble out of the hole or down to the bottom of the threads, so I guess that's the next step. Again, I'm video documenting this in case there is damage to this gearbox. It was obviously not me. And in my description that I was putting in the notes, I had said that this was the starter. I thought that might have been the starter from the factory diagram, but I don't have an exploded view. It's obviously the drive shaft coupling here, because that goes further back. So that's the PTO, or the output from the gearbox to the drive shaft. So I'll update those comments accordingly. And now it's on to the fill. Okay, just one more quick follow-up. I just spoke to the dealer, and they said that they were assured by their service department that they did the recall, which was checking the oil on this. He said just to be sure, they can come pick it up. So they're going to have their delivery guy come over and load it up on a truck and bring it back to them. They're going to check this because, you know, I'm facing an uphill slope right now, and it is still not dribbling. Even if I roll it forward and back, there's nothing churning coming out of that hole. So my take on it is it's certainly not up to where it should be, if not really below where it should be. So they're gonna come get it, and we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna put this guy back in, tighten it down, and let them sort out whatever else is going on with it. The other issue that they're gonna check is the alignment, because anything over about 35 miles an hour and this thing isn't tracking straight, it's always left or right, and gets into a tail wag at about 50-55 miles an hour. That a little unnerving. I haven't experienced that on any of the other spiders, so I'm sure it's toe out or camber issue, or something's a little goofy with the front end, probably from being strapped down. That was the other minor issue, not related to this post, but might as well bring it up while I'm here. There are a whole lot of scuffs and strap marks on the upper A-arms on the right side, and they said that that was probably due to crate damage, straps, whatever. So I don't know if it was strapped down too tightly. This one is kind of the same. It's all scuffed up through here. I'm not sure if that shows up on camera, but yeah, there's big gouges here and there. So they said that that was due to crate and shipping issues. So anyway, if the alignment's out, that's probably something there.